Hello and welcome. Good morning to everybody. Today we're going to be continuing our grind. Sorry I did not get back on last night. I did some beta stuff. I got two beta videos coming out. I just popped a short out there for the current the current stuff. The current event that's going on. What is it called? Knights of the Dead. And some other stuff. So I think I made an AI one of Brel, and I thought it was kind of funny. Oh my gosh. And so like the beta for Shattering Row is pretty cool. There's only one zone I am concerned about, and other than that one zone, I think it's going to be a banger expansion. And so I'm excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap all these up, all these mercenaries. Now, if we take a look here at the quest log, I might want to turn my cleric on, right? Mercenary burn. There we go. If we look at this, like I've already done some of this stuff, right? So I already did all these mercenaries on the previous previous persona. So I think we're going to go maybe Timorous Falls, do these quests right here. I think we can schwack those out. Now, I don't know if I really want to do them at this level, but 15% experience during the experience bonus is not terrible. So we're going to grab these 10 stone guys. Hopefully there's no one else around here doing this. There's 13 players in zone, but I don't see them. So Smooth Young Gorillas. Wow, what a guild name. What a guild name. But definitely gonna be leveling up today. I'm hoping to get back to the journal characters as soon as possible, because I want to get them into the 95s as soon as possible. But it just didn't happen last night. I was too enamored by the beta, and oh my gosh. So there's no NDA on the beta or anything like that. So I posted should be out probably after the end of the stream. There will be a video on the patch notes for the beta currently. So everything that is there. And I'm currently rendering a video for exploring the beta. I went to every zone on a bard. I killed a few mobs on a bard, painfully. And definitely every zone is banger, except there's this one that I just don't like. I got hit for 174k by one mob. I think another mob hit me for 84, 87k, something like that, some 80,000. A lot of C and Viz mobs, a lot of undead mobs. There's more than one. More than one group of undead mobs that I can tell. The one that hit for 174, it conned orange, right? So this guy cons red. He conned orange so it was a 130 character conning a 130 mob, and it conned orange. I've never seen a con orange before. Maybe somebody knows what that actually means, but definitely I have no earthly idea what that means, because that mob hit me for 174,000 damage, and you know, I didn't live very long. There's a zone called the Vortex. It is just it's like a wild psychedelic trip. It's like what's his name? Meldreth. Achievements, Secrets of Fadewar. What quests? Progression. All right, the Majestic Mansion, right? Meldreth's Majestic Mansion, right? So it's like that zone meets up with an acid trip and Plaid. I mean, it is definitely a zone of something you're going to talk about, I think, for at least more than a day. I think that zone is just so crazy. I was, you know, I had levitate, so I could kind of like fly around and stuff, so it worked out pretty well to like look around the zone and stuff. But oh my gosh, I was having so much fun. I wish I would have done a Shadow Knight. I'll probably do a Shadow Knight for the next time I go on there, just so I can solo something without having to run in circles. I had the Bard, and I was doing like snare plus chance plus all the other insults and stuff, and I wasn't killing mobs fast enough to make it fun, and snare didn't seem to be doing anything at all, so I just didn't think that was very fun killing as a Bard. But I might try. I did a Necromancer, and then I had no bone chips, and I didn't have any like Bard speed like I normally do, and I was just like, oh gosh, I don't really feel like running around without Bard speed. So I was like, I'll do a Bard, double invis, I'll be able to get through stuff a lot easier than say a Necromancer. And I was able to get through stuff, but Fading Memories just wasn't fading stuff as well as I thought it would, because I was still getting choked to death by mobs that pretty crazy. But Arkstone is going to be the problematic zone, I think. It's 100% anti-box, I'll tell you that right now. Pathing in that is like, I had to swim up a waterfall. Now there could be another way to get around and get up to the top of this damn thing, but I had to swim up a waterfall, and that was not a pleasant experience because all the mobs around the waterfall are kill on sight. So it's like, how am I gonna do this? And they see invis, so it's just like even more of a kick in the dick. But I'm sure it'll be tuned in some form or fashion by the time it actually makes it to live. But definitely, it's pretty cool. And then, so like I think in the last stream I complained that there was no expansion perk, right? There's just like some shared bank space, right? And I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. But whatever, right? I don't see how shared bank space helps anybody that's not on a free trade server personally, but they're actually adding a new keyring to like right here. It's gonna be equipment, so like all the gear I'm wearing can go into that versus having to put it in my bags. And that it's not a part of the expansion though. It's like outside. There's no timeline on it being done, but effectively it's the Hero Forge tab for gear. So it looks pretty cool. I think if they can get that all in there and going, I think that'll make Personas like by far the most enjoyable experience that they needed. Like, it would have been nice it was on release of Personas, but I can understand why that it didn't, and that it seems to be the best way to do it, right? I mean, it does. There is a button to buy slots, so obviously it's going to be a monetized feature that everybody's going to get access to, I would assume. Maybe only people who bought Personas, maybe it's going to be tied to that, but it does have the buy slot button. I don't know if that's just going to be how it is, or just that's what they copied the UI from that, whatever had that, and that's what they're just there. But I mean, I buy trade skill slots constantly, so I don't see how it would be a big deal. I mean, and there is also a finite number of slots you can buy, right? Like, I don't know how many slots, but there's only this many Personas, so yeah, I'm sure there's like a cap. So hopefully there's like some kind of reasonable price. You can just cap it out right away with a single click, instead of like, ad hocly buying like 5 or 10 of them at a time, right? So that would be nice, $60 or something. Max it out, call it a day. Don't have to think about it ever again. That would be great. But definitely that is going to be probably the banger feature of the year. I think I think it's going to blow everything else out of the water, for at least for people who use Personas, and it really increases the storage space, right? Because if you really think about it, right, the only items that are really ever going to go in there, if you're kind of doing it right, is going to be your weapons and your visible armor, right? The non-visible stuff, this, except for like the tank one, right? The tank one's an exception. But like the necklace, everybody's gonna have a necklace. Now there's multiple necklaces you can get since there's an evolving necklace and an evolving ring and an evolving cloak, right? So those are gonna be, you know, exceptions because you can get multiples of those and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't really see a big issue, right? So it's gonna be kind of nice. So hopefully there's no one over here and I'm just not stealing their mobs. But if there is, I'll back up. I'm not looking for named. But we're trying to do this quest, get this all done, and then we'll pop off to another zone. We are currently 118. I leveled up a little bit after the stream yesterday because I was expecting to do something else and then it didn't end up happening. So I got back on, played for a little while, and then had dinner, and then what is that? What's the show I'm watching with my wife? It totally took all my time. I was watching some show with my wife, and oof, look at that hit. And we just kept watching it. It's Task. I don't think Task was last night. It's something else. But oh man, what did I watch last night? I'm like totally forgetting everything I did. Yeah, I don't even remember now. But it was worth watching more than one. It's definitely you know, it's I try to spend most of my time, you know, that I can with my wife or kids, and so that's kind of why I like vanish on things sometimes. I just drop things, so it makes it hard to like play with other people because, you know, I just walk away. I don't really care about the the game or anything like that. I just walk away. Oh, there's a group here, so never mind. Get out of here. I don't get hate grams from someone. All right. Let's see here. Let's go down this way. So we don't need Forest. We've already killed Forest. I think we go over here. How many people are in zone now? There's 12. I don't know. I'm assuming that's these guys, right? They're over there farming that, and they all have the same guild, so I would assume that's them. So I got so there's like probably 8 of them over there. They're probably, you know, getting a lot of experience. I know some people that what they'll do is they'll have a lot of boxes and they'll just interact, swap them all out and do their lessons and stuff. So it's pretty smart tactic, but I'm too lazy to do that. All right, these things here, these leeches are probably fair game. But yeah, the beta's fun, and I'm totally crazy. Don't remember what I said. Hey Ian, how's it going? See, I was watching on Twitch, but it keeps doing the loading crap on me. Oh, sorry about that. The Twitch one keeps saying unstable. I have no idea why. It says I'm like sending it too much data, but I literally I click all the auto send the data like that it wants. Like in the thing, so it auto picks the size, and it says it doesn't send more than 6K. Like YouTube can handle it because it's used to like huge things. I do not play P99, Jared. I only play live and TLP. I did a little Hero's Journey, but that server went down, so I don't play there anymore. But I mostly play live. Oh, now YouTube is not getting enough data to maintain smooth streaming. All right. I'm sending 9600. What the hell? All right, there's some frame issues. I'm sorry. We'll see if it fixes itself here in a second. Yeah, I'm sending 83K, 9K, 15K. Gee, what the hell are you doing? There is nothing to send. Alright, it's going crazy. Let's see if I can switch these settings real quick. I think auto is probably not the right idea. Oh, and I can't change it while I'm streaming. That's smart. Here, I'm gonna have to stop the stream to turn this off and then turn it back on. I'll be right back. All right, I think it's gonna start coming back. I reconnected fast enough, I think. There we go. I've seen it moving on YouTube, and Twitch is still swag. Okay, so auto on Twitch, not so great for sending it data. All right, it's just like trying to send it so much data. So it's capped at 6K now, so it should stabilize on YouTube and hopefully stabilize on Twitch. I have no idea why it wanted to be like that. All right, let's pop that, pop that. These are, what are these? These are the sinister magic mobs, so let's see if I can get my bard slightly closer there. Perfect. Still not seeing it back on Twitch. Hopefully. Still spinning. I have no idea. Figure it out here in a minute. 5800. Stream is healthy on YouTube. Alright, so I think it should be fine on Twitch. Let me reload the whole page here. Let's rebuff real quick while we try to figure this out. Just spinning. Looks like it's all good there. I might have to not stream on Twitch anymore. I just no idea why it's not showing up. Your average stream bitrate is too high. All right, we'll just keep going. It should resolve itself. All right, that's good. A flash of anger. Holy crap, I did not expect that much damage. There we go. Got the bard singing again. That should give us a little bit of damage reduction. There we go. I just don't get why the Twitch one is being so weird. And YouTube's going fine. It's almost real time. Guess we had some drop frames there for a second when we were doing the higher rate. All right, another twofer here, I guess. Taunt. Steal. No. No. Courageous defense. Oh my gosh. All right, flash fingers back up. Commanding voice, drop that. And all right, these are delving. All right, we got Sinister Magic and delving. So the Sinister Magic must have been those air elementals wherever they're killing. And these are these ones. All right, so we need 4 more of these. Go. I can't tell if it's just me who can't load it or just totally broken and it's not actually streaming to Twitch right now. All right, here's another one. Let's get these wrapped up. And then we'll go off to, let's just go ahead and do it. Timorous Falls is where we'll go next. Get that sweet 15% experience. Which should, we should be 119 by the time we're done with this. And we have 27 minutes left on our bottle, so we'll pop our lesson after that. Probably here though, before, I don't want to do it in zones. And we're getting 0.9% per, so a lesson will put us into the 1%. So if we kill 30 mobs, that's going to be 30% experience during the lesson if we can kill 1 mob per minute, right? I'm not sure what my current kill rate is, but that should be a good kill rate. If we can get more than that or named in there, that would be even more. That's good. There we go. Let's go this way. Yeah, there's one. And we just need this one last one. Perfect. And I didn't kill any liege elders, so I don't think that we're going to get the place, get a named over here, Brood Queen or Owlbear. So we'll go up here to the undead next and get those knocked out. Love EQ. Live is the only way to go. Yeah. I like some of the experiences that I've seen on the TLPs and some of the emulated stuff, but the content like gets boring really quick, right? There's not enough of it, and I really like the post Omens of War expansions a lot. Like House of Thule is like a masterpiece of expansion, and not being able to play those expansions just kind of ruins it for me. Now I wish there was some cooler TLPs. The hero's journey was kind of fun. I like the solo progression, right? If I don't have to box 4 characters to do do my leveling, right? That's fantastic. But it's just how it is. And I don't mind boxing because it lets me control everything. So I don't like the uncontrollable stuff. Yeah, TLP is a wave to farm chrono. Yeah. On my first TLP, I was definitely shocked by the chrono greediness of people. And then on my second TLP, I figured out how to make lots of chrono every TLP. So it's like, it's definitely, if that's what you want to do, you can definitely do it. There we go. I have no idea what these... There's like little crowns with numbers next to people's names, and I have no idea what it means. Back when I was unemployed, that was the way to pay for 6 of my tunes to keep them in gold. Yeah, definitely you could do that on a TLP. I think it'd be much harder to do on live, but on TLPs, I can definitely see being able to just keep your characters gold. I knew a guy who said he had 1,000 chrono, like insane stuff like that. So it's definitely definitely possible. He would just like buy random raid loot and stuff like that constantly. I'm just like, man, I guess if you played every TLP and did everything, you could definitely make some chrono that way. But I don't know, doing the same content over and over again just gets really frustrating for me. I never made 1 chrono in all the time I played. Yeah, it's hard if you're not trying to do it, I think. Like, I know some people who just play all day and they eventually get enough pocket change to do it, but you gotta really try to do it on TLPs. It's not that hard because you can get a chrono for like 500 plat, right? You gotta immediately, as soon as you get platinum, turn it into a chrono. Like never hold platinum on a TLP is pretty much how that goes, and always turn it into a chrono. Second you can chrono it. And you can like if you can sell them pretty much instantly if you do like just under what the people are trying to buy for. You can instantly sell it, sell or buy a chrono sometimes, but it's hard. After you get to Kunark, it's not worth it. Yeah, it slows down after Kunark for sure. I found Velius, like I did it with enchanting, and that's how I made chrono. Is I would make an enchanter, and I would make jewelry and sell it, right? And it like instantly sells as fast as you can do it, and it goes so quick. But if the server has any kind of extra stuff outside of normal progression, kind of falls apart because there's better stuff you can get pretty easy. Like free trade server doesn't work because you can buy raid loot. Doesn't work on like Fang Breaker wouldn't work because it's in Luckland, right? And there's gonna be better dropped loot for the non-visible pieces, but definitely in a classic era normal standard progression, just starting out as an enchanter, maybe box a cleric and level as fast as you can and spend all your extra time doing jewel crafting. And then when you're in a group, always never do the need before greed stuff, because people always lie. I found so many people that just lie constantly, or they'll join a group and they're actually boxing the cleric and they're not saying it, but it becomes overtly obvious really quick that they're boxing the cleric and they're needing all stuff, and then the character's naked, right? So definitely there's some stuff like that. I typically try to only group with people I know at this point in the game. It's just like it's so much pain to have you know, you're spending all this time to have them just not even gear out the character that you're trying to play with, right? There we go. Oh shit. Let's see here. Let's finish combat agility. All right, and can we get a focus? We can get a focus. Let's go shock a dark steel. I do have, yeah, I have steel mallow on there. Excellent. All right. I gotta make sure I keep going back to her. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time. My box combo is Warrior, Cleric, Bard, and then I have a Mage that I'm just having the group for extra DPS, and I'm trying to max out her AA. Right? She's normally a Beast Lord, and I'm trying to max out a bunch of character AAs right now on these boxes, and I'm leveling up these ones here. And then they're all personaed, right? So the warrior is a Shadow Knight also. He's 125. The cleric is a Necro Mage Shadow Knight. Wizard? Let's see, I'm contemplating my next crew. I want to have all pet classes. Mages and Necros are fantastic. Beast Lord is fantastic. All three pet classes are great. I would say for the next expansion, you're gonna want a, a mage for sure. Arkstone is absolutely horrible to walk through, so you're gonna want to be able to call a hero your group through that zone. But every other zone is fine. Yeah. Beast Lord is very strong. I would say it's really up there in the group ability, right? The damage that they can do. Along with Paragon, really synergizes with the mages who are like constantly burning mana. Like my mage, she's completely out of mana right now, so it's like you know, this is because I'm walking around, I'm not stopping. You know, she's like decently geared. She's in like tier 1 Glorian Song, I think. Maybe some tier 2 in there. But definitely something. Let me see here. Gather Zeal. Yeah, so I think mages would probably work best for you. Maybe a necromancer, depending on what you want to play from, right? If you're not using Icebox or anything like that. Let's see here. Let's get this one. 2 more of these. The cool thing about mages is they have this AA ability. I can try to remember what it's called. One of their abilities makes it so every time you nuke, you heal all the pets. Oh god, I just got killed. Oh man. Oh, there's an ad, that's why. Alright, so let me... Jeez. Alright, let's kill this one. There we go. Come on. That's good. Alright, now let's go over here. Divine Res. All right, we're good. Yeah, I was yapping too much. I wasn't paying attention to what was actually going on. There we go. Let's get. I'm gonna just rebuff him. I just need to target something because I'm the main assist, and the mercenaries don't do anything without a main assist. Because reasons, right? Hey, Cat Food, how you doing? I'm doing great. I'm having a blast. I'm about to hit 90 or 119 if I'm lucky enough here to not die again. All right, let me buff him up real quick. I'm not gonna go back to my guild hall right now. I can these. So this Lorian's song is easier than Vexthal. Like I came here at what was it, 117 yesterday, and I had like no issues here versus Vexthal where we just kept dying over and over again. So definitely an interesting experience. We should be able to get 119 here. I want to get 120 so I can swap all my gear out to the next tier because I'm kind of lax on my gear right now. All right, that should be good. I did all this. We should be good for ones. I don't think we can do twos without all the extra buffs. What are we at here? We're at 371,000 hit points. Fully buffed with all the cleric stuff, we get up to like 480. Yeah, I can imagine some of this being hard for solo. I can solo the ghost with my paladin at 125, but my Shadow Knight could not solo anything with his current level of AAs. He couldn't even do it with a Merc Healer. Like I was doing some testing to see how, like, you know, if I was, you know, before I dropped 2 boxes, I was like, if I drop my healer, am I still going to be able to do this? And then it didn't really work out as well as I thought it would. All right. Let's get over here. All right, we need these water ones. That's going to be terrible. Let's get in the water here. All right, I'm just going to pull the leg right here. So let's get everybody underwater. Try to get them close because we're going to play everything from the warrior here. Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is the tier 1 Lorien Song Zone versus the tier 2 Terra of Lucklands zone, right? So that was the difference. It's that's the difference between those, right? But all right, that's not us. That's good. I think we're fine. Right, they should be above us. Like the hero leap is just gonna knock us underwater here. Yeah, they're right there. Perfect. So we just gotta kill 8 more of these after this guy, and we should be fine. And then we're gonna hit looks like 119 here. And of course I didn't buy my 119 stuff at all for some reason. I'm gonna ask that group over there if I can kill 7 of their mobs so I can get out of here. There we go. That one's done. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me get these guys here on follow. This is, I don't have enough swimming skill to be able to reliably go up and down this. Alright, and then let's what the hell? Oh my god. Alright, everybody's here. I was gonna say. So we should be able to get this this wrapped up. And then we're gonna go off to the next one. We're gonna do the quests, I guess, just to kind of get through some of this stuff a little quicker. I want to get to 125 so we can start getting AAs. I would like to be near max AA before extra life on this guy, because I plan on leveling a berserker and a shaman and a druid on some of these characters, so I want to be able to kill nonstop. Plus the Shadow Knight persona is going to need a lot of love on AAs. I kind of dropped him as soon as he got 125. This seems to be my thing. I was gonna do a paladin on this guy, but I'm gonna hold off and on that for now until I get these 2 personas done. Otherwise, I'll just be constantly chasing. Alright, I guess the Twitch one is not coming back. I cannot get it to load at all. No idea why. Alright, we'll have to figure that out after stream. I'm gonna have to do another test thing to see. I don't know why it's having issues. I wonder if I can like stop the signal to that one and resend it. I did. Alright. I am on Verant Interactive. I also play on Drenell. I'm leveling some characters there also, but not right at the moment. You played on Lucklin and Zek. Nice. Yeah, I like free trade personally. It's just makes it easier to do things with boxes and stuff. I can switch. I can take all my gear off and I can hand it to one of my other characters, and boom, I don't have to worry about refarming gear. You know, it just saves time when you're playing a lot of different characters versus stuff. And now with personas and stuff, it's a little easier because you can kind of put everything on the same character and kind of share that way, but it still gets a little tedious when I want my mage to be a shaman tomorrow, it's kind of hard to where is that shark? Who's that shark fighting? Being able to just move the gear around just makes it so much easier. For me personally, I know some people don't like free trade at all. Command voice. Oh, there we go. We're back on. Twitch is working again. All right. Lovely. And it's got excellent, an excellent rating now. I give up. I actually give up trying to figure out why. All right. Let's go. What do we need? 3 more? I see 3, so there we go. I love how I go all the way out of the water like a dolphin, you know? It's just like excellent. Alright, we're at 14. I need to get these, burn these here, so which one was it? Health, I think? Yeah, I think health is the DPS merc. The cool thing about doing the mercenary quests and the other quests is that you get so many mercenary AAs and stuff from that, so it's really nice. Wow, Resolute Stand is still up? Did they increase the duration? They're now still 3 minutes. Wow. But I'm excited about the beta. I was playing it last night, and the new zones are pretty cool. And the candle dudes, oh my god, the candle dudes, they got this like swagger walk that is hilarious. They got like, they move their arms like, you know, it's just so funny. As soon as I can claim it, I think it doesn't work right now, but there is a visage or something. Yeah, the visage of the candle folk right here. Let's see if we can. Oh, we can kind of see it here. Can we? Unknown spell. Yeah, it's not in the game yet. So, whenever we can claim that, it will. It'll be hilarious because it is hilarious. All right, we need one more after this guy. And then we're back up to the air elementals. So hopefully the dude over there is cool and lets me kill the 7 I need real fast. And I can get the heck out of here. Maybe we'll go over to the, like, maybe we'll go back over here to the, where is it at? Over here, if no one's there, and we'll burn our lesson real quick. We got 3 minutes left on this. I think that might be a smart idea. Maybe I'll go rebuff too, so we have full buffs when we do that. Come on, where are you going, Sharky? Looks like I see a group when I pop out of the water. I can kind of see a group over by the there. Lorik, what do you recommend adding as a fourth to a shaman mage bard trio on Teak, attempting to rely on the mage pet to tank, avoiding having to drive gear a tank? All right, huh? That's a good question. What do you feel like you have the biggest issue with right now? What do you have issue with crowd control? You have issue with damage? A lot of those things kind of, you know, can play into that choice. If you don't want to play a tank, you know, I understand that for sure. So it just depends on kind of where you're looking to go with that. All right, we can fix you now. I can actually zoom your cameras out so I can actually see what is going on your screens. It's just off the top of my head, you know, the logical thing I could think of is another mage, but that might not be what you're needing right now. So, like, you seem to have a solid trio there. And do you? So that's Teak is relaxed Truebox. So that's 3 characters on 1 computer. Oh, add. Jeez. Get him. Dropping some frames right there. Aimed whatever we're aimed at. Is it the house? Courageous defense. Brace for impact. Fluent. Now let's do composite just in case. I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage here. Taking two of them with no external buff. Let's see here. Biggest issue is dealing with multiples and Depths of Dark Hollow missions. Open world seems okay with Shaman, Wart, and Bard, Mez. What are your opinions on an enchanter? I know about that level, enchanters, you know, start losing a lot of their charm ability, but with the, you know, it's gonna be you'd be waiting for it to kind of really help you a lot with the ADPS upgrades you get towards like 100, but you would get the, you know, solid, you know, lockdown control, right? You would also get some ADPS in the future, which does, you know, still work with the Bard, right? The Bard's going to provide some ADPS for the pets and the mage, and the Enchanter would provide a little bit more ADPS for the mage later on and stuff like that. So that would give you the ability to do that crowd control, and depending, like, if you wanted to play from the Enchanter, you could do some more, you know, do all your pulling and stuff with the Enchanter, along with the runes and stuff that you get later on, plus 2 auras, so you get the experience aura plus the spell damage aura, so you get a lot of little interesting things there. Now you're on Teak, so you're not going to get, well, I guess you get your first aura at 55, right? Hey, Heather, how's it going? All right, 3 more. So 2 more of these. There's 1. Hopefully I can get out of here before that guy notices I'm killing his placeholders. I can see him over there, just not. I don't think they're really moving. Oh, I guess they're fighting something. There's like 8 of them there. They're all stacked on each other. I don't really feel like they're real people. But see, I actually considered an enchanter over a bard since I don't like melee and everything. Yeah, so like I like bards personally because later on, about a level 100 to 110, I believe you get the double invis, so it's like a single shot invis with where's my bard? Right here with Shuri's clouding, right? Gives you both plus levitate, but I blocked the levitate, and that, to me, that makes things getting around the world really easy and stuff like that. So having that kind of power is pretty fast, plus the you know, the run speed and stuff like that. So how do I right having that, it's really beneficial, plus there's ADPS later on, right? So I've mostly seen the enchanter used as a puller. They're also good for putting mobs to sleep. Yeah, amazing. I'm doing well. Glad I could crash the stream. Yeah, I'm glad glad you could too. I'm hoping to start doing these every day. That's my goal. I thought I was gonna stream again in the later in the evening, but it didn't end up working out. So grab this one, and we're done with this area. There we go. That's amazing. I'm all for that utility. I ended up with mage mainly for Call the Hero, but I enjoy the DPS a lot. Might have to give that a shot. I do have a level Beast Lord. I have to drive from them to get them. Yeah, so with the Beast Lord, you're gonna have to melee, right, to get the majority of the damage. Now you can. I do play my mage here. She's personaed to a Beast Lord, so I have she's a 125 Beast Lord mage and druid, and to get the full potential out of her, I have to melee. Otherwise, the DPS drops off kind of hard. And it's, depends on how much you need the extra utility you get from the Beast Lord. I find mages to be like the best box, so that kind of works out really well for me. But it varies. I'm going to fall right here. We're going to drop a campfire because apparently we didn't have one down this whole time. Drop a campfire, and then we're going to go get rebuffed real quick. But it's like Enchanter is fun to play. I always play one on TLPs, and I have a 125 one here on Vi, but I don't really play it that much because it's I don't like charming personally. It just gets boring for me having to sit there and babysit the charm pet. So I like to do everything else that the Enchanter does except for charming. So the mezzing, the stunning, and all that stuff, and it really works out really well later on. Plus, you get all the ADPS stuff that you can use to increase all the caster damage a lot, and it's actually pretty significant. Like, you definitely would want one if you're doing that kind of caster play instead of that. Let's see here. Everybody's buffed. Let me get them buffed real quick. All right, there we go. All the buffs, and let me see here. Let's redo familiar, and yeah, I always wanted to do the dual streaming, but it was always like you have to stream to like some third party, and then that third party sends it off to there, and then I found this add-on that lets me do it on both from my just from my computer, so it's definitely better for doing it, because I didn't really want to have to deal with like some third party and then pay them a subscription just to stream, and the subscription would be more than it would possibly generate, and the income from that, so it's just not worth it otherwise. And then having them both on both lets me have the having them both lets me not have to like re-upload the YouTube video either, so it works out pretty well. All right, let's go right here. Let's get them position. I don't know why they jumped ahead, but and we're gonna burn our lesson real quick. Now you're like out of mana. I don't know what is going on with you, but that is a new issue. I'm gonna put you on your mount for now because you're having issues. All right, so let's do lesson. Everybody seems to have clicked it, and let's go. Let's see here, Scott. I played Asai and Tunar. Nice. I've heard of a lot of people in my Discord are playing on Tunar, and I have not heard much about Asai, but that's cool. And let's get you slightly closer. Why are you? To change that hotkey. There we go. What is the lesson gonna give us? 1.2. Nice. All right. I love it. The named is up too, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to pull towards that. I'm surprised that the name's up and no one has killed it, but it is early morning. So we'll just kind of fight our way towards that. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't. Actually, changing plans. Do that. Where are you at here? That. What the hell is that? Crude Defiant Amethyst. Alright. Invis. We're just gonna go straight to the named. Hopefully everybody's invis. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Alright, let's just grab her. We're gonna get an ad with it, but it's fine. Stand, flash. Finish the fight, composite shield. Where's the ad? Let me turn you around, kick you off there. Warlord's Fury. And we're just gonna kill this ad here, and then we're gonna burn down the named, but I kind of want to just grab the named now because that is gonna be probably 6% experience, which you know, we're 119 and 15% in already, so this is gonna be a nice little bonus for us. I think we're good on. All right. And then 7777, 8888, 999. Everybody's burning now. Good to go. Unrelenting. Warlord's Rampage. Resplendent Glory. Pull that crude defiant piece of junk out. And let's click those on. And let's do Bravery and Tenacity. Now, what's that put us at? 527 hit points? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I don't have my long purser up, so I have no idea how much damage they're doing. Let's pop Unity. And let's kick that. And unfortunately, you have no mana. Alright, let's mod rod real quick. Too bad. Alright, that worked out well. So immune to snare. Might be better to pull from this side anyway, because this is the two names spawn right here, so I don't think there's any mobs that spawn right here, so it's kind of a safe spot. Alright, we've got a heroism thing, gloves, and a spell. Not bad. Alright, let's just put you right here. And I feel like you're fine. Alright. So that was 5.7% experience with the lesson on. So that was definitely worth it. It's like 5 kills. Alright. Let's get that going. Alright, we got a few AAs we need to blow. Let's get rid of that one. Try to get those maxed out. And make sure I don't keep a high number of mercenary AAs. Because you can cap those so quick. come on. Let's get it right there. Turn her. All right, what do you got here? You're at 154 again. Let's do Shock of Dark Steel again. I think that's probably a smart choice there. Let's go with the melee DPS ones. Some guy just showed up. Let's see here. Let's grab this one. Oh, we got one there. Oh. A whole bunch of people just like showing up right here. And then vanishing. I say anything? Doesn't look like it. All right, let's grab this one. Position you, and we're good to go. Oh, another one. They just keep showing up. So weird. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be a twofer, isn't it? Yep. Oh, 3. Oof. What do we got? Courageous defense, brace for impact, fight the battle. Anything that we can burn with. Composite shield. We might not die. Warlord's Resurgence. Courageous is still up. I got nothing. Warcry maybe? I don't know. There we go, that's dead. Paragon. Somebody got a feather up. There we go. Alright, that worked out. Overguard's out of mana though. Oh my gosh. What can we do here? Let's mount him. I think he's finally. I'm like I need to change his spell set. His multi-bind is not probably the best anymore for this. Alright, they're all gone. I'm assuming they tried to come get the queen, but they were too slow. Alright, we tanked 3. I'm feeling better about myself right now. Now, when we hit 120 on Hobz, we're going to take a little gear break and get him geared up with 120 gear. And probably the same with 20. I'm going to have to... Actually, I won't be able to do Hertz on a different account. I got all the gear for 120 Bard on a different account. I'll have to move over. So we'll just do Hobz. I think Nomergard actually has the warrior gear. So we'll get that all switched up, and then I'll get everybody upgraded later. I got the non-visible stuff in my bag right now. Can't wear the necklace until 125 though. I think I can buy the what you call it? It's the Type 3s though. Alright, what are we at looking at lesson wise? 18 minutes left. Perfect. And we're 33% in. Alright, so once we're done with the lesson, we're gonna go off to another zone and pop another experience potion. Let's turn you. We'll have to buy spells at 120 on the bard and 120 on the warrior. The cleric is definitely lagging behind. We'll have to. He might catch up actually. Achievements. I don't think I did Lorian's song on him. Quest. Yeah, so he's gonna get experience from that too. So that'll actually be really helpful for him, in all honesty. We got a hunter, which is the placeholder, so we'll grab that here in just a second. I used to do this camp during normal Lorien song before the Outer Brood, because this is the only place I could find the timber reliably from the trees that spawn here and the off cycle. So it's kind of a nice little camp, but otherwise there was not a whole lot of places to get timber. There we go. Looking absolutely fantastic. This is so much better experience than trying to slum it through Vexthal. I just loving it. Now we'll probably have to go back and do we need to complete Lorien's Song, we need to complete the Outer Brood, and we need to complete Night of Shadows for all the evolving stuff. So we'll be probably doing that in some of these streams, because I think it's just going to probably be how it all is going to wind up. Oh, there's another hunter, so that's a placeholder, so we don't have to worry about killing that immediately. Oh my gosh, what did he hit me for? 52k. Yeah, I'm actually kind of nervous about how hard some of this stuff is hitting in the Shattering of Row. Like the Drachnids in Spite hit my bard for 87k. The Undead Knights in what is that zone called? Arkstone hit for 174k. But they conned orange, so I'm thinking there's like something going on with that, whatever that means, because none of this stuff cons orange. It's like a raid mob or something, but I don't even think a raid geared warrior could tank 174k like without like constant spam heals. I mean, that just seems high. Well, I guess, you know, with Resolute Stand on, right, it's gonna drop that damage 45%, so you're still gonna be taking, you know, just over 100k per hit, so I could see that, I guess, then. And, alright, that looks good. You're finally getting a little nice mana there. Gracie Unity on him. Is prayer up? No, prayer's not up yet. There's one. This is actually a better spot now that I think about it. Less running, because I'm literally pulling from over here to that spot, so this is definitely a better location for it. Plus all the names spawn like right here. $13 left. Could theoretically get another 13%. I think we're killing these about 1 a minute, give or take. So, looking good there. Go right up this way. That group's still here. 21 people here now, jeez. All right, let's check you. You're at 107, so you need 115. The AAs just start flowing when you level up, right? When you're in, max level, right? She's gonna get like what, 5 per with a lesson on. It just makes it go so much faster. I guess we're gonna do 2. All right, good thing I didn't go that way. I'm gonna do Flash of Anger, Fury. I'm gonna do Confluent Expanse, which is actually kind of a nice spell. This is the 112 version of it, I guess. I guess I didn't get a new one yet, but this one, every time I get healed, it gives me AoE aggro. Very nice. And I'm spam healing, right? So from the mercenary and my cleric. So that's pretty helpful. All right, she just hit over 117. We're going to get another Stark Steel. I feel like that's just the only thing that I can really increase her damage with at this point. I don't use any of these other spells. I do mallow it every time because that is just the easiest way to get mallow on the mob without having to like go out of my way to do something else. Since I'm not running a shaman. Pretty much dropping feathers on cooldown to make sure we get as enough resources back as we can. So one thing I like about the Beast Lord is you can drop Paragon or Focus Paragon pretty much all the time, and it's just really nice to keep resources up. I think I can grab that one solo. Nope. It's gonna give me an ad probably. Oh, we got lucky. Alright, we'll get that Widow next. Paragon, Commanding Voice. What is the Bard at? She's higher, 68%. So she's gonna hit 120 first. 1.3 on that one. Nice. Let's grab this Widow. And right there. Let's get EQ log. Parse her up. I want to see what kind of damage these guys are doing right now. Alright. Oh, look at 20. 740k DPS. Loving it. That's not her real DPS. That is whatever partial numbers they gave for whatever she was doing right then. I think this will be a little bit more accurate here. Well, she's doing 5, 4, 3, 4. I mean, she's doing decent damage. I need to tweak her melody, but I went with the laziest melody for that character since I wasn't making videos for it, and it is literally just every single spell in the melody. It's like the most laziest melody you could possibly think of, and it's actually doing better than I thought it would do, like damage-wise. Alright, just grabbing some shinies. This guy's way over here. Alright, let's grab him. Hopefully we don't get any respawns on the way back. There we go. Alright, that's good. Let's get you closer. There we go. And you're at 26. 0. 2. Alright. Just gotta keep an eye on those. Hunter, that's the placeholder for the queen. Let's get her up here. What do we got on? 6? 5 or 6 minutes on our lesson. And then we're off to Timorous Falls. Which probably Timorous Falls will get us 120, I think, for sure, if we're not almost already that close. And then what's after Timorous Falls? Oh, the Keep. All right, we can go there too. That one, that one will definitely, that'll get us into 121 for sure. That one has so many little tedium kill things that we got to do. So. I think you have to like kill all the different goblin types to get all the different key cards or whatever it is, tokens, and that takes forever to get all of them, especially times 4. Go. Let's see here. That's all looking good. We got another placeholder up. %. Rod. Position the Bard, and we're good to go. like I'm kind of excited because I'm gonna try a berserker. I got this. I'm gonna turn the mage into a bard, and I'm gonna turn Tawani into a Zerker, and I'm gonna turn Nomergard into a mage. I'm not a mage, a shaman, and possibly a druid. I think that might become a better healing class in the next expansion, depending on how they do some things. But I kind of want to have them all ready, right? I want to be able to switch between anything and just be ready to go. And with the incoming gear equipment keyring, it's 100% the situation that is this, which is my entire 40 slot bags completely full of different persona gear, should be resolved. And making more personas won't be a pain. If there's somewhere to put all the junk, I mean, it's just gonna be great. Especially like the lower level, the lower level gear that you might not remember to not throw away. It's painful. I have all this level 70 or level 60 gear in my bag for my paladin that I haven't started yet, and I would love to just be able to throw it in a keyring and not have to look at it until I'm ready to get that going. I'm surprised the wind hasn't changed yet, and then we get to the other types of mobs. I thought it was an hour, but maybe it's longer now. I mean, yesterday morning it was all the other ones. Now this one, it's the opposite. Maybe it doesn't change every hour anymore. It's like every day or something. Come on. Just turn slightly. And they're all kind of running low on endurance and mana. Might take a few moments, but yeah, let's take a few moments because I don't want to pull it multiple right now. All right, let's sit you. Let's stop your song. Let's do a solo. Sit you down. And we can do 7th wind for you. And then let's do our cleric buffs on him. And let's see here. Are you still buffed with your mage stuff? Does not look like the pet is still buffed. So we'll get him buffed up real quick. And we have 60 AAs. Is there anything finished? Oh, there's a new spell slot. All right. 175. I finished class already, though. Let's see here. Combat stability. Yeah, I'd rather have that, I guess. Let's do... That was burnout, right? Let's do Ice Flame. You're sitting, right? You're still... Okay, so on the beta, I made a bard, right? And I sat her down and she was getting mana way faster than this. Like, it was like literally like the same as this. Now her endurance is just so slow. I mean, I said mana, but I meant endurance. It was going so much faster on the beta because I died a few times, but it's just terribly slow. All right, our lesson's done also, so that means we can get out of here. So let's do this. All right, we're right behind the house. I kind of want to go, but at the same time, I got two placeholders. Two placeholders. I want to see if they spawn her real quick. So let's give it just a second. Hard full and full stats real quick. Never mind. I don't care that much. I get bored really quick, and as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and just go. All right, right across the river here. Hopefully we're all in Viz. And they're all pointed down, so they're all swimming downwards. All right, so we need to go to the, oh, I don't know what door this is, so let's get inside and figure it out. That's the front door. Now these quests are not too difficult, so you should be able to just fly through them. I think there's only one where you like walk over a certain spot and it spawns. You didn't even Alright. Let's just run in here. We could probably do the mission, but I'm gonna hold off because those goblins are like the hardest part of that mission, and I'm almost certain they're gonna destroy me. Tamara's Falls, is that the one I wanted? Yeah, Tamara's Falls. So Tamara's Falls, door 6. All right, summon everybody here because I'm too lazy to figure out where they're all auto followed into the wall at. All right, let's get them. Door 4, where the hell? Door 6. And door 6. All right, so this one, if I remember right, is pretty straightforward because we're helping the Shadow Knight clear his name because he got arrested by some corrupt paladins. That's the gist of the story, I think, if I'm in the right zone here. I think that's what this zone is, so. Let's see where this starts while they're still zoning. Lorian Song Quest, Tamara's Falls. So this starts with a easygoing layabout, right? He's right here. So hail him, enlighten, warn, step. All right, that's the quest. Cursed paladins. All right, so that worked. So that was step. Guess it wasn't step. Whoa. Oh, it's Maddie's step. All right, that's too much work. Born. Odie, hey man, watching your videos has got me excited about it. Everquest again, thinking about buying a month of sub to check out one of the TLPs or jumping back into EQ2 Origins. Nice, man. The TLPs are pretty popular. Teak and Fangbreaker have a lot of people playing them right now. And I hear good things about that Everquest Origin server, but I have not played it, so can't give you any advice there. But definitely a way to go. And I'm super excited about this next expansion. I keep generating these AI videos of it. It's kind of funny. Trying to visualize it for me in my head. All right. Now we need to go to meet Maddie at the Tumble. So that is down here. So there's just a lot of running around in these quests. So where'd you? What? Come on. I got places to be. Things to do. So we'll get down here. This zone's pretty quick, in all honesty. I think there's a few bottleneck spots where you gotta kill like mosquitoes and stuff, but it's not too bad. And while we are here, we should grab the mercenary quest right here from this guy. So let's do that real quick. So right here, XTAR 19, say all three. There we go, we get all three at the same time. Now we've already done the mercenaries, but it's worth getting them just because of the free 0.6% experience or whatever it is. And the platinum. Alright, so we get there. XTAR 19. Hail. Investigate. Carnival incident. Alright, is everybody on that? Yes. Still gotta go back to Vexthal. Every time I look at his screen, it's like a reminder that I gotta go back to Vexthal and die. I hit all the quests for Underfoot because every time I looked at that, I just got mad. There we go. Auto follow. Oh my god! Look at this. So the mercenary opened the door, which caused my box to clip into the door and just totally ruin that whole free exit. So we need to go back pretty much to where we zoned in to just walk over a spot and get that quest part updated. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I need to put my campfire back down in that inn so we can make travel back and forth a little bit easier, but we'll do that here in a second. So right here, this is the cart that had issues. We just walk over it right there. And we get a item on our hands. And then re-invis. And back up. I think it would have been cooler if the partisan quests were always shared quests and the solo task mercenaries were always solo. I think that would make questing a lot more fun, because then you can do the partisans with like your friends and stuff, and you know, you're not wasting people's time when there's lots of drops that don't drop very fast. All right, I'm gonna put my campfire right here. Destroy wherever it is and pop it there. And we'll go up here. All right, so she wants the orders, so we'll hand those to her. All right, meet with Dirk, some guy. Now he is over by the Paladins, over outside of here, so we'll go do that real quick. In fact, I might just call a hero them over there just to make it quicker. Yeah, I think that is probably going to be the play for this because there is some weird pathing on the ramp up to the guy. So let's do that. Let's do that, that. And then zoom over here. Now, like I've got these things like memorized because I did them like 7 times. Maybe more. I know I did it at least 6 times for my boxes, and then I did it again for another character, and then at least one other character. So I've put a lot of effort into this, so I know kind of where a lot of this Lorien Song stuff is without having to even think about it. Which is kind of convenient, right? Like it makes it easier to just multiply doing it, right? So let's see here. Let's hail him. Hail him. All right. And we'll just drop back down here. Run in here. Somebody open the door for me. Mercenary, you're so great. And then there's this guy. So we're good. I don't want to go in there like that. Just literally calling them downstairs. Hail that guy. Hail that guy. Come on. Damn door. All right, so now we need to find a clue in the north. Now this is I think a dropped item off one of the mobs. I can't remember what it's called though. Let me look it up real quick just to make sure I'm not wasting my time killing the wrong mob. So this is Timorous Falls Tier 1 quest and missions. This is what happens in the falls, stays in the falls. Defeat dwarves, gnomes, and elder to loot the orders. All right. So we need 4 orders. So let's get out of here. You can see how having a mage box really helps with moving around a lot of characters. All right, let's invis up and let me check my my notifications here. What? I get so much weird spam. It doesn't even make sense. All right, let's go. I think it's like right here. Yeah, these guys right here. So we don't really want to fight like a lot of them at once because I think we're only gonna have to kill like 4 or 5 of them, I think, but who knows where we're gonna get actually. I also need to pop experience potion here in just a second. But this this should get us going pretty good. So what are we at now? We're at 60%, so 15%, that gives us 75%. So we should get a lot there. So we're gonna give 1 to Tawani, 1 to Stassi, and then everybody's gonna pop an experience potion. And then maybe 1 more of these guys. I don't know how it's gonna actually end up, but we'll see here in a second. Let's grab this one. Let's pull her back a little bit. And let's get the bard singing. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Now we need to do all the quests in Lorien's Song. Obviously, I said earlier for the necklace to fully evolve, along with the hunter. So we got a lot of work to do for a lot of these, you know, these expansions. So there's a lot of things to do, and it's always definitely worth it. All right. Now we just need 1 more order. Now we'll get this guy right here. him back a little bit. Hopefully we get it off this one. Come on. All right, I did not drop it. There's another guy right here. These guys are 0.8% with experience potion, so that's pretty good. I think it's gonna go down, but then it's gonna come back up. It's gonna be kind of weird. I think at 121 the experience will go back up. I noticed when I leveled my necromancer on Dronell, the closer I got to 125, the experience started going in weird directions. Like I would get less experience, and then as I got closer to 125, I was getting more experience per kill at a certain point. It's really weird. But on that character, I had completed the entirety of Lorian's Song, TOV, and Terror of Lucklin, and I still didn't hit 125. That was before all the experience changes. It was pretty bad because I did them in different order than you're supposed to. I did Lorian's Song 100% before I did anything else at like 115 or something like that, and it didn't add up right. So yeah, the new expansion has a level cap of 130, so it's gonna be a leveling expansion. All right, deliver the clue back to Mr. Dirk, right back down here. And these paladins do not want to kill us, so you don't have to worry about them. Even though it probably looks like they should want to kill us. All right, so everybody's here, so here's the clue. Turn to the bar. All right. I wish spells dropped off random mobs for rank 2 versus just the I'm working on my Hobz and Friendz characters right now. They are my warrior, cleric, bard, and I got a mage in the group right now to get AAs. I'm working on them. I'm hoping to work on the Dronell characters soon. I was hoping to do it last night, but I got distracted with the beta, and so I didn't get to finish. I never got back on. I went to bed before I even thought about doing anything else. All right, and we can, I think, just hail her. Oh wait, we gotta say, I think, the boy, right? Speak with Elmira. On the road. All right, now return to him. All right, so the boy. Yeah, on Furunovi. That's where these ones are. Good morning, Rob Red. How are you doing? Ah. The boy. Jump. Walk. Hail. On the road. And one more time. Oh my gosh, we fell all the way down. Jeez, we fell far. All right, so the boy, jump, hail, on the road. All right, that's great. Now, Invis. I'll just run the mage over there because I am not about to try and navigate that again. Awesome. I did some more shorts. I think I did 2 of them this morning. I don't know. I thought the Burrell one was funny, but let's see. Oh yeah. The majority of my characters are all on Veronavi. I have a few on Journal, and that's about it. I don't think I did any videos for any of my other characters on TLPs recently, so they're all there. All right, so that finished the quest. Hailing him again gets the next one. All right, perfect. So let's get everybody here. Oh my god, we gotta go all the way back there and talk to her again. All right, so we go hail, hail. Hail, hail. And one more hail. Now we re-invis. In the channel updates, I try to make sure I denote any servers and stuff like that, just in case. I was thinking about putting it on the thumbnail, but I wasn't 100% sure about doing that one on some characters. Morning. Did I buy it? Yeah, I bought it last night so I could do the beta stuff. It's definitely definitely fun. I wish I could claim the candlestick guys right now. I would be running around 4 candlesticks. Because how awesome that is. There we go. Now we go back here, hail her. And we gotta go collect some stuff. Alright, so that's, I guess, get that. That short was really short. It immediately jumped into a mammogram video. What? Yeah, the Sora generated ones are only 11 seconds, so they're not long videos. They're kind of funny. They're like so obviously AI made that it's just so funny. All right, hail there. All right, now we can actually go kill something. We need 6 vine stalks per person, 7 mosquito stingers, and then 5 venison. This is where this quest gets a little tedious. We're just gonna call a hero outside here real quick. Luckily, this corresponds almost 1-to-1 with the 2 mercenary quests for the vines and that, so it kind of. So for like, there's an app on my phone. It's called Sora from OpenAI, and I do it on there. Now, what I literally just copy and paste like the text from the expansion notes, and I was for the Braille one anyway, and I put it in there for the one with the other one. I did the pre-announcement from the producer's letter, and I just put that in there, and that's what it made just from that. So it's kind of funny. You can hail more than one NPC once. No, it was the same one. I just double hailed it because he gives once you hail him, it ends the quest, and once you hail him again, he gives you the next quest. So it was just like a double hail for that. All right, let's get them invised. You can describe it to be however you want, I think, and it'll do stuff. I mean, people were making South Park cartoons with it, so I think it can do anything. I've seen Rick and Morty ones too, but I don't think EverQuest fits into Rick and Morty style. Though I think that might be funny, something to try. Now that I think about it. All right, where am I going? There's the bridge. So right over here is all these vine guys, and there are a bunch of mosquitoes in this area too. So just kind of schwack our way through here. Now this is going to double dip with the mercenary and the partisan quest, so it's actually pretty nice. So we'll knock out, I think we'll get a bonus 0.6% maybe for the mercenary on top of that. Behind the scenes of the He-Man video made on Sora. Nice. Alright, let's just leave that in the thing for now. Yeah, apparently you can put your whole, your likeness, like you can scan your face and stuff and put it into there, and it'll let you AI generate videos of yourself, but I have not done that. I didn't really, I don't know if I want, I don't think I would want to make videos of myself in them. I don't know. I could make a video of me chasing Burrell Saros around, telling him how bad I hate Underfoot, but probably just smite me. There we go. Alright, that's 5. So we're gonna have to plan this out. Because I do not want to complete it on anybody, because it's gonna maximize the drop rate on these things. Alright, so 4 to Tawani, 5 to Tawani. Alright, so now we're at 1 on Stasi. So that's going to be how we're going to keep track of this. Get everybody to 5, and then we should get a 4 drop, and then I can just split it out to everybody, and it should work. Do one of my hatred of summoning mobs. Oh, alright, I will. I'll get one here. I just hate summoning mobs now that now they made me think. Like, none of these later expansions really have them as much, right? So there's 3 on Stasi. An annoying wasp. I've never seen this. Oh, maybe they were always up here. I just never came up here to this section. There we go. No, I don't think any of these things summon. I think only named mobs summon in the modern expansions. That's why it's so annoying when you go back and you get summoned by every mob that like you're not even in melee range. Like, I'm literally in melee range with mobs and they summon me. It's just like so ridiculous. And then some of them, if you do that jump thing I just did, right, I'll get summoned mid-jump, and it's just totally stupid. It's just so dumb. But I don't. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 summoning mobs, I think, in the some of the not current, but the like back to expansions, but not. I don't think there's a whole lot here that I remember. That goes to Stasi. She's at 5 now. Alright, we can kill some of these mosquitoes here. Now, what's the name of the mosquito here? It's Dreaded Eye. Just make sure he's not up and I'm not just accidentally pulling, because these might be a little harder. What are you at? 71%? It's 20. Yeah, she's close. Right, 92%, so she's about the level. And I'll have a full set of gear for her whenever I'm done with this video. She'll be ready. Alright, so we can give those 2 to Tawani. doing it. I always do it in reverse because it's easier for me to track for some reason. What are you at? Because you're... Oh, yeah, man, you're far behind. Yeah, I really wish they would go back and tweak some of that old stuff, especially because the content gets replayed a lot, and you know it's you know the bread and butter of the TLPs. So you'd think they'd kind of do a little quality of life on some of that stuff to make it a little bit less annoying. So that's the wrong character. You have 2 and you need 7, so I can give you 3. 2 at 5. Wow, we killed all the flowers. It's crazy. Did not expect that. Right. 11. Come on. There we go. I mean, I'm just surprised how easy this is compared to Terror of Lucklin. I'm just so surprised. All right, you are at 5. Okay, so you can get 1 more. Hopefully we get these fast. But the cool point about this is, like, 1, we're going to complete the mercenary. 2, we're getting 0.8% per kill, right? So grinding out, you know, how many ever this is going to actually take is not too bad of a deal, right? It's just giving us a goal to get that while we get a little bit of experience, and it's not too bad. Come on. There was 3 more. We'll give those to Stassi, and we might get a name or 2 out of this, so that'll be great, because that'll be 4%. Yeah, 4% experience. Let me turn that around slightly. Roll need. I like to have everybody roll need on everything, so it distributes the loot evenly, so I'm not completely full on this guy and then there's like nothing on anybody else. Alright, there's a bunch of mosquitoes up this way here. That was the placeholder, and it didn't look like he dropped any of the items, which was interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some bag sorting here, probably when we level to 120. Alright, I'm gonna turn around because he's just smacking me hard there. I'm gonna flash. I don't think I'm gonna need... Yeah, I'm just gonna do Courageous Defense because that lasts forever. That just lowers the damage I take significantly anyway. Alright, Stassi needs 2. Yeah, that works. Creemore. Hey, how's it going? Let's see here. Chad, do you know 0 cost to press the like button? Oh man, Creemore, you're funny. Like that. Alright. Oh, that one dropped them when we got that. So that was 1.4% experience for this mercenary quest. So that was definitely worth it, considering it was free. What are you at here? You're at 7. I give 1 to Stasi, and the other one to Number Guard. Let's go up here. Now these flying Krulexes are the placeholders, if I remember correctly. Audio is a tad low. Raise the gain down to about 15. Let me see here. There we go. I think I'm just talking low. My voice is going bad. It's the I'd have to like open up oh, actually I can do it on OBS. I think it's got a modifier I can do. Let's see here. Properties. That's not it. There we go. I added a little gain to it, so it should sound louder. But let me know if it's not loud enough. I do post processing on most of my videos to increase the audio after the fact. That one goes to no regard. All right, let's move up slightly. Oh, I drink water constantly. It's allergies this time of year in Texas just absolutely destroy me. Sometimes I don't even make videos for like the whole month of October and part of November because it just as it starts to get a little cooler and the rain comes, it just, I don't know what it is, destroys me. There we go. All right, 3. That's 5. That works. We got a twofer. Let's pull that and just should be fine. Let's do finish the fight. Let's do composite shield. We haven't done that one. And a little bit. Now the unfortunate thing is like all my AAs are still at the 115 rank, so I'm definitely losing a lot of potential defensive ability by not having everything fully maxed out. All right, so that's gonna be the same deal. Number guard gets 1, and I get the rest. And we can mark need on those. Perfect. Yeah, the all 3, definitely. Let's see here. Okay, I think that worked. All right, now we should be able to go right back over here, through here, and the flowers are back up. Yeah, it's not streaming so long. I told my wife I streamed for, it was like 4 hours yesterday, and she's like, how on earth did you do that? It's like, I don't know. I'm normally playing I'm normally playing just to grind to get everything ready for videos and stuff. So this is kind of same thing, right? So can you boost your AAs? Yeah. So if you have a gold account, you can enable auto grant, and it lets you Hobz. There we go. It lets you get all the, I think up to the last 2 expansions. I think it stopped at 115 for me. So Terror of Luckland right before there. So it's about that much of auto granted AA as you level up, and you get so many ever so often, right? So we've gotten 33,000 auto granted AAs, give or take. And then you can gain AAs as normal after that. But it's definitely, it saves a lot of time. I tried doing, you know, earn my own AAs in one playthrough, and I got really bored really fast because you're spending a lot of time in zones that are less fun than, say, this zone here, to try and get a little bit of AA per kill. Whereas you come here and my 125 is getting 3 per, right? So definitely how that goes. All right, you're at 5 of 6. You're at 1. You're at 5 of 6. So this one goes to no regard. Nice. Is this a good power level zone? I only ever come here to do the quest, and that's about it. I need to come back and do all the hunter at some point, but I never really spend time in this zone other than that. Oh, thank you for the follow, Tola Stumpyfoot. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. Alright, we finished the last request and got 1.4% experience for that. And at 120, my bard, who leveled up at some point, she gets 1.49, so that's nice. So let's see here, the stocks. I think that was to no regard at this point. My power level in Night of Shadows, Firefall at 100, say bugs, say beasts, about 20 to 40% per quest. Wow. That is insane. Thanks for the thanks for the tip. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna level up some personas on these guys during Extra Life, so I'll definitely give that a try. Oh, the Dread Red Eye is up, so let's go kill him. This guy's just like taking forever to die, jeez. And no regard needs these. Perfect. Alright, let's get gotta kill this one. Both zones are only on a 15-minute timer. Wow, nice. And in TF at 110, the get crazy per. Wow, okay, that's good information. Because I imagine at 125 you can kill the bugs in Firefall really quick. So that's got to be a quick run. All right, let's. There he is, right there. Oh, damn it! Another one. All right, let's get that one. So this one, mosquito stingers. These go to Hobz now. Look at that mosquito over there. He looks so cool. Like, I'm kind of excited to get the B mount whenever they put that back in. I think they had to take it out because it wasn't working. I saw some people getting weird claim messages, but the B mount looks pretty cool. Alright, there he is. Alright, let's get that. Let's do flash so I can turn around and then start popping that. Resolute stand. Finish War Rampart composite shield. get you slightly closer so I can actually see where you're at. We're gonna do 7777. I think that's everybody. 88888888. And 9. I think there might be something on 9. Do a resong it and go. Let's see if we can get some decent damage out of these guys now today. There we go. Had to split them all off auto follow. There we go. 60%. Alright, the damage meter just won't stay on the screen. Yeah, I'm doing the same amount of damage as a 125 mercenary. DPS wise, I'm doing it slower, but I'm still I'm still doing it. But definitely interesting there. All right, what do we at here? 88. Nice. Come on. It's like random red mobs on tracking. I'm like, what are they? Are we gonna get another one? Farm next from it. It also drops a one-handed paladin shadow knight. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, corrupt thrust or thirst. Corrupt thrust. That's pretty nice. Nice weapon. Grab that and let's keep going here. All right. I need 2 stingers and everybody else needs 1. So we might be able to wrap the stingers up real quick and then back to the vine stalks and then probably vine stalks venison, probably like jump back and forth with the deer. Now, I don't think the deer are like actual real mobs. They're just like low-level mobs. But I think they have like these lion things guarding them or something like that. All right, so how are we going to do this? We're going to do... Yeah, we'll do it this way. We'll do 2 to Hobz. We're going to finish Hobz right away. And then we're going to do Tawani. And that's going to drop our rates, though. But it's going to be worth it. Because we're going to get more experience. Deer are the hardest of the 3. Really? I don't remember the deer ever being harder. Like, are they like real mobs now? Like, I remember last time I did this, I just ran over there and just like slaughtered them all. Is there a trick that I'm like not thinking of? Fury. Oof. We might flash this one. Paragon, drop. Never mind. Alright, so that one goes to Stasi, I think. Yeah, Stasi's done with that now. And come on. Alright, we just need... Who was the last one here? Nomergard, I believe, right? Yeah, Nomergard needs 1. Come on. I feel like the DPS has dropped like significantly. Let's pop this. Maybe we're out of mana. Yeah, we're out of mana. That's why. Gather Zeal. And you're out of mana too. Jeez. Working them too hard, I guess. Looks good. Oh, you know what we can do? We can do burning, or what is it called now? Valiant Symbiosis. She might have lost that. That's a big mana buff. Come on. That looks good. I added a gut punch to my spam button because I kept going up here to hit it and then I just never use it. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just spam it. All right, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. All right, let's go check out this venison situation. Oh wait, we got flowers. Let's get the flowers first. All right, 5% more. I wonder if there's more flowers in this zone, because this is the only ones I know of. Oh, there's a vines farm over here. All right. Perfect. Because we might have to run back and forth between the two of them. Let's see here. Let's drop that and a mod rod. You at here? You are at 5 of 6. 5 of 6, 5 of 6, and you're at 0 of 6. Nope. There's one right here. And let's get that mod rod in her bag. Lines at the zone in. Perfect. Probably run over there so we kill these ones. See if we can snag a few deer and make our way. All right, so this one, roll need on that. That goes to Hobz. Also, that's 3 of 6. I mean, when we first got here, we're getting 4s. We're getting 4 drops. Now we're getting 1, 3 terrible drops. So I'd like to see these back up to higher drop rate. Oh, they spawn really fast. 12 to 14 minutes. Nice. Oh, shit! Max AA on my character here, and I totally forgot. All right, train. Let's burn all these AA real quick. General sturdiness. Can purchase. Let's see here. Health, maybe. Innate spell resistance, whatever I can to burn those. Oh god, how long was I at full full AA? I wish there was no cap. Alright, I wish you could just get as many AAs as there's possible to get. You just couldn't spend them, right? Like, if you can possibly get 1,000 AA, right? You know, that was your, if that was your maximum spend amount was 1,000, right? Or let's say 100,000 to make it more accurate. You know, you should be able to earn that many in your buffer and spend them as you need them. It's just kind of annoying. Drop rate equal players in a group with a quest. Never completed it until they're 5-6. Yeah, all my guys are at 5-6 except for Hobz, who's at 4-6. I didn't even get one from that guy. Very weird. Very weird indeed. Come on. Alright, that gives me 2. That'll complete it on me. We're going to give one of these to Hobz. We're going to save the other one in the inventory window for a second. If, in theory, I should be able to get 3 more of these that drop pretty quick. In like 3 mobs. And we should ding 120 on this one. And that'll be great. Let's do Paragon Voice. There we go. 120. We did get innate prowess auto granted. That's nice. That's 3. We need 1 more. Let's see here. You're out of mana. Gather Zeal. Hey, you have a little mana. You have no endurance. I run these characters completely dry. I never stop. Alright, that's looking good. We're gonna have to start getting some type 5s here pretty soon, I think. It's my currency. We have 1,000 Glorian Inn vouchers. We have 10,000 Froststone to Cucks. That's surprising. Alright. So this should work out. So Tawani gets 1. Stasi gets 1. Hobz gets 1. Omegard, you're getting 2 because I'm too lazy to split that off. And you can delete that one later. Alright, so now we need the venison. So we just come over here and schwack some deer. There's 2. So we need 5 each. So let's try to keep some of this in the window so we can kind of figure this out real quick. There's 4. There we go. Six. Come on, brave doe, come over here and attack. Alright, so I can give 2 to Tawani, 2 to Stasi, 2 to Nomregard. We'll just keep that in our head as we go through this here. If they were to uncap it, a ton of players won't quit 6 months after December, just saying. 2 for me. So I'm confused on the statement. Are you saying that people quit once they cap their AA after December? Is that what you're saying? I think it'd be cool if I could play my warrior and gain AA for another character. That would be kind of cool. Another persona. And just have like one AA pool that you share between all your characters, and whatever one you earn it with, you earn it with. Kind of like how the mercenary work, right? The mercenary are character wide, right? Oh, max out AAs and raid loot, they leave. That sucks. Alright, so I need 12 more. So this is gonna go, let's see here. You have 2, so we'll give 3. 3 goes to Stasi, 3 goes to Twani. 2 goes to him. We need more. Alright, let's keep getting them here. What are you at level-wise? You just hit 119. Oh my god. Kinship with an experience with a fellowship, unless you maxed a cap. Shakes my fist. Alright, that's 3, 3, 3. We need one more. Where is it? Oh, did we kill them all? Oh, there's a bunch over here. I didn't even don't know that I'm even following. And now I'm lagging on oh, I'm lagging. Am I having a connection issue here? Yeah, I'm dropping all over the place here. You guys with me? There we go. This deer doesn't summon because he's a boss. Oh, how terrible would that be if the deer summoned? Alright, this one should be the last one we need. Alright, so 3 to 220. 3 to Stasi. 3 to Nomregard, and the rest to me. Now we can go deliver this nonsense. Back over here. Just making sure that named mosquito didn't respawn. Ah, that was free loot. Alright, let's go straight through here. Let's actually invis so we don't have to think about it. Alright, so that should wrap up this quest, I think. In theory. I will see here in a second. We got the we got those 2 mercenaries done. We haven't killed the falcons yet, obviously, but so we need to give these to the chef. Here, let's do this. This is a little tedious. I'm only gonna probably do it with this one. All right, now, because we got to do this. So here's the junior chef. I think he gets the stocks, right? It's like you gotta like figure out which gets which. No, he doesn't get the stocks. Let's go. I think there's down another layer. Yeah. a freshman chef. Maybe you get the stocks. No, you didn't get the stocks. Do you get the meat? Okay, you got the meat. I should have gave the other. I should have gave the other whatever it was to the other guy up here. He gets mosquito junk probably. Yep, there we go. And then the other guy, I believe he's outside. I don't think he's in here. No, maybe not. Maybe he's on the top. It's been a while. Why isn't sought? Terrible worker. Intimate worker. Worker. Where is this guy? Let's go. I think it's back over here. Oh wait, let's just do this. Call hero him back up there. Now there should be one up here maybe. Huh. Where is this guy? I'm just totally like not seeing him. Ah, there he is right there. Apprentice chef. All right, back to the top. Oh my gosh. Quite the run around. Hail this guy. And we get the stew. We need to take the stew to the guy over there. So let's do that real quick. Invis me up, please. So it's all the way back down here. And the Falcons for the mercenary for the Falcons is right. They're like right around this area right here. You can see them all over there. All right, so this goes to the kid down below, and well, it says it's a kid, but he looks like a normal guy. There we go. Give him the stew. Hand that over, and then speak with Kang Hammer. And then suspecting, talk to Dirk, back up top. And hail him. There we go. Oh, what was the name he said? Let's see here. Yeah, that's the name. All right, so say TNIS Bree. Bree. There we go. So we get 3 mercenary points, 2% experience, and we complete the quest. There we go. I'm going to call it here for today. I might do a little offline grinding, but my throat's starting to really scratch, and I want to give it a rest. So I'm hopefully going to stream again tomorrow morning. We'll see how things go, but thank you very much to everybody who watched today. I truly appreciate it. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Stay safe.